Grief can feel overwhelming, like everything is happening all at once and nothing makes sense, and you don't know what to do with it all. On the Grief Ladies podcast, we focus on one thing, helping you figure out what comes next. From our first 5 guest interviews, we are sharing the first 5 simple, actionable steps that can help people feel more grounded, supported, and connected as they grieve. These steps are a part of our grief framework, which is grounding, rebuilding, interacting, evolving, and finding.
It doesn't have to be this like big, 30-minute, like sit down, cross-legged, closing your eyes, not thinking, nothing like that. Like literally 30 to 60 seconds, like 3 times a day. This is my first tip for everyone is like, can you set an alarm on your phone, like 8, 12, and 5, or morning, noon, and night that just says, like we all have our phone with us, like all the time, right? It's like glued to our side. So like put an alarm in your phone, morning, noon, and night, no excuses, that just says breathe. And when that alarm goes off, no matter what you're doing, stop and just breathe, become aware of your breath and just breathe. Try to take some like 3 to 5 deep breaths over like 30 seconds.
I think keep it simple, but feed your mind, feed your body, stay connected. And this is like critical when you're going through grief, and you might do it at different levels, but this is stuff everyone should be doing anyway. Not just for grief. We should all be doing this.
Absolutely.
So if you're not doing that, do more of that. But like you need to feed your body so it stays healthy. Because if you don't have a healthy body, you can't function. You're not going to be emotionally level or stable for other people. If you're not feeding your mind, you're going to be having crappy programming from the news and from the gossip and from everywhere and everyone else. Like you got to put earmuffs on that and decide what you want to let in and start putting filters on the world. And then staying connected, not with everyone, but you can be picky, you could be choosy, you could be intentional. Sometimes the types of people you connect with at different points in life are going to be different. You may need to go to different people, but you still need to be around some people in some meaningful way. But I think the biggest thing is stick to these basics no matter what. How you choose to do them and the level at which you do them can vary.
I'd start by going back to the green light, yellow light, red light folks. If you just I tell people set a timer for like 2-3 minutes and list everyone you interact with on a regular basis. This could be the male person or friends and family you share a house or a workplace or a neighborhood with. And then notice kind of where they fall into. Are they green light grief ally people? If so, potentially your action is to reach out and thank them for being there and supporting you, if you haven't already, if that's not already a part of your relationship. For yellow light people, simply notice and observe they are there. And for red light people, simply notice and observe they are there. And you don't have to necessarily do anything about boundary setting right now, because if you don't have the energy or the capacity, maybe not the time, but just to notice kind of where people fall on your scale. And you can go a little more gradient than I do. I have 3 distinct categories because for me, I can think a little clearly when everything's distinct. But if you have they're kind of like a yellow tilting green, like a Libra sun with an Aquarius rising or whatever the case may be, you can have a little more they're okay 75% of the time, but 25% of the time they say weird stuff or they don't remember my grief dates or things like that. But even just noticing who in your life is consistent and there for you, and who drops the ball sometimes and who has never carried the ball anywhere when it comes to your grief, can be a really helpful tool for noticing who would you like to spend more time with? Who would you like to potentially spend less time with, or maybe set some boundaries with? And then you can open up the door to exploring how would I like to set those boundaries.
Call somebody, reach out to somebody, and don't talk about yourself for the first 5-10 minutes. Be there for somebody else. So yes, it's important to share. And then at some point the conversation, they'll say, how are you? The conversation will turn back to you. And I'm not saying don't talk about myself at all, but try to be more giving of yourself and compassionate, practice some compassion. And then once you start talking about yourself, have some compassion for yourself as well. I'm really big on self-compassion, taking care of yourself that way. So yeah, just share Just talk, but listen first. Listen first. And it'll make you feel like make you feel good about yourself after that you gave somebody that gift of your time and your attention.
Do what feels good to you. You be gentle with yourself in the process. Understand that you will continue to evolve in this journey. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. It's normal. It does not mean that you're pathological, that you need mental health treatment. It just means that you are grieving. Grief is a very circular journey. Ride the wave, ride the ups, understand the downs, and let it all sink in. Let it all affect you so that you can develop and come into your genuine self, so that you can re-engage in life with meaning, acceptance of the fact that your world has changed, and be of service to others based on that. So, based on your own journeys.
Grief may have changed your life, but you still have choices. You get to decide where to put the energy you have today. That's what our grief framework is all about. Small, doable steps that support you as you move forward with love, one moment at a time, while still staying connected to your loved one. Check out the Grief Ladies podcast as we continue to share stories, tools, and honest conversations about grief and what comes next. New episodes come out every Wednesday. You can find it on your favorite podcast platform as well as YouTube. And if you haven't joined the Grief Ladies Facebook community, go ahead and request to join. We'd love to have you.